Good evening, good evening. It is the 4th of July, and it sounds like there's a war zone outside of my house. So I came in to hang out with the dog because I made the mistake of thinking that she was deaf, and she's not all the way deaf. So I took her outside, and, well, let's see, ears went pinned back to the head, and she's shaking. So that was a big screw up on my part. What I'm going to do tonight is I have 4 or 5 things from Sergeant Red's, their whatnot. I've had 3 of these boxes since May. So we got some boxes here. Because my oblivious rear end did not realize that you could do local pickup, and so I paid for shipping. And one of them is really funny. So I'm going to start with that box. This box here. So Sarge is sneaky, and sometimes when he puts ridiculous things up, there's like money hidden in them. Well, he threw a dollar bill up. So I bid on it and accidentally double clicked. So I bid $2 on a dollar to get a dollar. And then with shipping was like $5. So I ended up paying $7 to get $1. So D is awesome, Red. And so she hooked me up with some stuff to go. Now I already took the dollar out. But if you are not following Sergeant Red's, I will go back and put in the description Sergeant Red's whatnot. They've got some really good stuff. A lot of vintage stuff, vintage Star Wars figures, vintage G.I. Joe figures, wrestling figures, all that kind of stuff. But they're my local store. And last night, hi, Boo. So I was explaining the story that my Oblivious is like straight up in effect because Sarge puts a lot of things up that are like really weird, random, ugly, like no one would want to buy it kind of things. And sometimes he'll put money in them. Like there'll be like $20 in one of them. So he threw a dollar bill up, right? Brandy thought, oh, maybe there's more behind it. Like if you bid on a dollar. Well, I double clicked it, so then it was $2. And because my oblivious rear end had not clicked in my wallet, that to do local pickup, I ended up paying $5 something for shipping. So it cost me $7 for a dollar bill. Go me go.
I hope it was worth it.
It is, because she sent me this box. Okay. The dollar's already out, but I got some.
Did you look and see if the dollar was like old or something?
No, it was just a normal dollar.
Okay.
Fizz Whiz. So I got some Pop Rocks. Don't know when I'm ever going to use those. I got myself
Let's see
a candy necklace, which I'm sure one of the littles will steal from me. I got emergency googly eyes. I'm going to keep these in my car because I think randomly I'm just going to put these on shit and places and just leave googly eyes all over the place.
You drive a Jeep, right? So you could just go Jeeping and just like,
I got 4 plastic peanuts.
Okay.
I got archery for beginners, and these are Stephen Rhodes Warped Childhood. These are sour raspberry candies. There's my other girl. Hi, cousin.
There's trouble.
Of course. There's their other sticker that I got. Now, Mama J was in there last night. So what happened was yesterday I was at 26 Mile, and they're at 21 Mile, and he was complaining that he didn't have any beer. So I said, do you want me to grab some beer? I'll come by. And they're like, sure. So I had to go to the grocery store anyway, real quick. So I grabbed like the mix and match 6-pack that you can do because he wanted IPA and I don't drink IPA. Hey, Johnny, how are you? So that's their QR code in case you guys want to do it. But the other nice thing that was in here there was a gift card to Starbucks in here too. So
there you go.
I got more than my $7 worth back on this. So Mama J saw what I bought last night, so we'll do that last. I cannot remember because I bought these boxes, or this was like back when they first started. These are from May, and I have not opened them yet. And
Wow.
so now I have no clue. I don't remember what I bought. But what I'm going to do is put a challenge out, and if this video gets more than 50 views, I have 30-year-old space food, and I will. I'm saying I will put it in my mouth. I cannot guarantee that I will swallow it, because one of them is like a berries and yogurt thing, and 30-year-old berries and yogurt, even if. Oh Jesus! What did I buy?
You guys heard that? She's gonna put it in her mouth.
I said I'd put it in my mouth. All right, so item number 1, box number 1. This is cute. I wanted this. I loved this show.
Alf.
Yeah.
And his little t-shirt says no problem. And I did not know for the longest time that they actually
Those
had
are her sodas, Johnny.
Is that drinks behind you? Yeah, those are sodas collection. I did not know for the longest time that there was actually a little person in a suit that playing Alf. I thought it was like I thought it was like a Jim Henson type puppet or something.
Oh, okay.
All right. Item number 2, and I don't know if there's something in this or not. It kind of feels a little bit heavy, but maybe not.
Oh, M&M.
Now, does it have stuff in it, or is it empty?
I think it's empty. Yeah, it's empty, and it needs cleaned.
That's
Again, it was like $1.
Well, by the time you were over, it was $7.
That's only when it's an actual dollar that I bid $7. This one's light. I don't know what's in here either. One of these has something funny in it, and you guys can both give me crap about why the heck did I buy it, but it was because no one else was bidding on it, and I felt bad. Mama J, you've gotten some stuff from them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Newell, you're gonna
Actually,
like
I think one of the boxes is still sitting.
All right.
It's still sitting down here.
You ready for this one, Newell?
Oh God, what is it? Oh.
Oh wow! Oh, that's cool. Very nice.
Yeah. So the package is a little beat up, but it's still in its blister pack. It has the Spawn 1 in the back.
Yep.
The comic book with the Violator on the cover. I didn't have this cover.
Yep.
And I think this one was like all like $5.
Don't take that out.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. No, I'm not.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, so.
No, I would never take this out. But this one is cool. You got me another one of the covers, which is cool, and I have obviously the slabs Spawn 1. I was wondering why that one was so light, but they didn't want to crush it. Oh, she's gone back to my room now. So I thought Fenway was more deaf than she really is, so I took her outside when I got home, and people started. I sent Teresa videos. It sounds like a war zone outside my house because it's 10 o'clock here and people are shooting off fireworks. Well,
they're shooting them off here. They've been doing it for an hour, and it's only 7:15 here.
Well, Fenway is terrified of fireworks. And I just didn't think that she could still hear it as much, but she did. All right.
My cats are hiding under the bed in the back bedroom.
One of these is cool. One of these, I don't know even why I got it. Oh, here's the other troublemaker.
I told Booger that Brandy's going to want to see her, so she has to come in.
What the hell is that?
You remember when they did the soda of him? And he's got like a bendy neck, so you can like bend his neck around. It was not stretch.
That is the creepiest looking thing.
Isn't he?
Well, he's a creepy character, so it kind of makes sense.
I mean,
I don't know. I picked him up. The next one is cool though. I had this when I was a kid. I am sure it's long gone by now, but
She-Ra or
Tila.
What's Tila? Yeah.
Tila.
Yeah, that's Tila. So
I haven't seen the whole thing all the way through, and I did not grow up with it yet. I knew the name of the character before she did.
Sorry.
And then I've got some Star Wars Pez. So this is, I don't know what year this is, but this is C-3PO.
Oh.
And I had to get this one because I love the character. It is Wicket, the Ewok one.
Dare you to eat them.
Let me look at right here.
And there's not enough people watching. This I forget why, but this got thrown in there.
The hell?
What is that?
It's a wooden
It looks
dog.
like a little Gumby thing.
Right.
It's actually a pin of a little wooden dog. Somebody,
there goes it.
yeah, that was a good one. Okay, what? This is the box that has all the random
Hey,
crap in it.
Johnny.
I don't know who this is.
Human Torch.
Is it the Human Torch? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty cool because he's translucent.
Somebody that never watches TV sure does know a lot.
I know cartoons. I know superheroes. There was actually a little like mural of the Human Torch in my high school before they were stupid and painted over it with just boring gray.
It's a space shuttle. A vintage one. When is this
That's
from?
cool.
It's 1/299th scale. Clover Toys. It doesn't have a year on it though. But it's the Space Shuttle Columbia, which is kind of it is kind of cool because obviously we know the Columbia blew up. So okay, what's in here? And it's another space shuttle.
Oh,
This is just like something I probably would have played with in the bathtub when I was a kid.
Oh,
And then
well, she didn't want to play with you anymore.
right. We lost the PETA.
What'd I do?
I don't know what you did. And then this
I
one
just
is
weren't even on it.
a Matchbox. Made in England, 1975,
Wow.
but it's a plane.
Oh, that's cool.
And the propellers weren't broken, which is cool. The paint is kind of
But
not
you
great.
know, back in the day, they made toys better than they make them now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Toys
think
were much heavy dutier back then.
Chris?
someone painted this silver. It was red and white to begin with. I don't know if I could see if I could take that extra silver paint off.
What's up, Chip?
Hacky sack.
There you go.
Chris, hey, Chip.
You're gonna break your ankle.
Hi, Chris. What's going on? I will break my ankle. All right. Justice League of America.
That's cool.
It's a stand. Probably for some character that I didn't have. I don't get.
It might go to the Plastic Man. He's Justice League of America.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, he's Justice League of America. That's all I can tell you.
And it's red.
He's got a hole in the bottom, but it's not the same size. There might be something else in here.
He said.
This one is sealed up. I'm not. What is this? I don't even know what year this is. This is a little YNL lunchbox, but it's sealed.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
got butterscotch candies in it.
Oh, well, don't eat them.
Oh yeah. No, I dare you to.
There has to be a lot more people watching, or I have to get a lot of views on this before I'm going to eat this stuff. Because that's got to be what I don't even know what year this is.
Oh, come on, guys.
You've ate worse.
Tell your friends to
I
come
haven't.
watch somebody eat old candy.
Right? I know.
1998.
Ooh, wow.
See,
26
it's not
years old.
as old as me, so there you go.
Yeah. See?
Should go into the qualification.
And then this is a Buddy L in the box still. Spaceship.
Oh, cool.
Space shuttle. It smells though. It smells like old people.
It was probably in an old person's house.
What do old people smell like?
It was probably in that 80s house that they went to. All right.
Let me smell myself.
Right?
What do old people smell like?
No. Caitlin might actually know who this character is because she watches old television.
Depends on what old TV show. Lassie.
Oh, Lassie.
I met Lassie.
It's one of those melanine plates, just one. I don't remember buying that, but it's in here, so I must have.
That's your claim to fame? You met Lassie?
It's weird. I have no memory of it, but when I reconnected with my dad, that's the first picture he sent me was me and him meeting Lassie.
Oh,
So
wow.
apparently it happened.
So this one is sealed. It's a
Is
Funko
that a
Marvel.
blind box?
Yeah.
No, it's the character that's on the front. It came in one of those Marvel collector boxes.
I'm sure this is well, it was sealed, but it's got to be the character that's on the front, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So was She-Hulk. I like She-Hulk, so. But she was sealed up, and it's a little bobblehead.
What's up, Evelyn? Good to see you.
Hey.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hello.
So this is a little bobblehead of She-Hulk.
That's cool.
And then this is the weird box, or the weird bag. So he starts, like, when he gets towards the end, he starts just, like, randomly grouping things, and he'll get bags
If you
out.
keep bidding, I'll keep throwing.
Keep throwing stuff in, right? So I got a Lord of the Rings. This is from, it looks like maybe Burger King. And it's still sealed up. And I don't know which character, Ooh, I don't even know which one that is. Check inside for a magic message, but I'm not going to open it. So I got that in there.
You'll never know the magic message.
I do not even have a recorder for this. But
Are you kidding?
that came in the bag.
What is
Those
that?
are for the tiny ones.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
They're cassette tapes.
Your cassette tape.
Mini
Oh,
cassette
okay.
tapes.
For
For
like
the
when
small
you like
machines?
recording like interviews or whatever you want to do. Yeah. And then I got a Pog from National Coney Island 30th anniversary 1965-1995, and it has a Stegosaurus on it.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
I got a whole box of pogs I need to open.
And I got a real janky keychain from the Woodward Dream Cruise, which is a big car cruise. My dad will have the CUDA back for this year, and this is from 1998, which was when I was 21.
So she remembers it well.
I think this is probably a lid to something. I'm not really sure what this is. And it says gases tops.
Yeah, it's probably a bottle cap or something.
It looks kind of like a lid, but then it doesn't because it just slopes all the way in. And then I get another one that says gases tops, but it's in white. I didn't even ask him what those are. And then I got another one of those. This is gases tops.
In red.
In green.
You're gonna have to Google it or something to see what that is.
Well, let's see. What colors did she get? White, green, and yellow?
Yellow. I have a random pink high heel.
Barbie shoe.
I
Okay.
can see you wearing that.
I have someone's random leg.
What? Does the heel fit on there?
No.
No.
Oh, Chris is saying milk tops. Are they milk tops?
They
Nope.
do look like the caps that come on top of milk gallons.
But they're I don't know. They're not like the kind that go on like normal
Well,
milk gallons.
nowadays
They slope in. But I don't know. Then I have a random arm, but look, he's got a thumbs up.
Oh my god, maybe it belonged to Fonzie.
Hey, and his thumb moves, which is kind of funny. But it,
Oh my
and it
God.
articulates. I have no idea what these are from.
Build a
There's no
figure,
mark-
yeah.
It looks like Sid from Toy Story is like his little toy box.
Right.
Yep. And then I have a random broken foot.
Oh, there you go.
And then I have someone else's that kind of looks like it's a Masters of the Universe based on how the muscles are. It's super dirty, but it is an arm.
What's up, Sam?
You could put them all together and make one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a body to put him on.
Use a potato.
Is my name. Now, okay, Mama J, you know what I got last night, and for like $1-2. What did you think of those when you saw them?
Are you talking about the figure things?
Yeah.
I thought they were kind of cool looking.
So I'd never seen
If
these.
they
before.
weren't Star Wars, I might have joined in.
Yeah, well, and they do have other ones. They have GI Joe, Marvel. They have Wolverine. That looked pretty cool. I saw him on eBay.
She's looking for Deadpool, guys.
I'm not looking for Deadpool. Don't send me no Deadpool.
Apparently these came out in like between 2007 and 2009, and there were different waves, and then they stopped making them. Probably because Funko took off so much. So this is called a Mighty Mug,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen those before.
and this
Well,
one is
some of them have where you push.
yes,
They're called Mighty
those are the
Mugs, and you
smaller
push
ones.
and their faces turn.
They
Yeah.
do, yeah. So I got my swap person one of those. That was the character that was on his list. But so this is the Han Solo one, and I think he was wave 3. And then I got Anakin, and it comes with a little lightsaber. I will say, I watched a video on these. Somebody opened these because I didn't know much about them. I just thought they were kind of cool, and I think these would look cool out of box.
Yeah.
They're about the same height, maybe a little bit bigger than a Funko Pop, but the detail that they get on the faces and stuff, even though they're all the same exact shape. It wasn't until they started doing like some of the Transformers, like Bumblebee and stuff, that they did anything different. And then I have Wampa.
That one's cute.
And I have Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams. And I liked it his eyebrows, one eyebrow's up. Like you can totally see Billy D. Williams being all smug. And then I have Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber and his black eye. I didn't check to see if his hand is... No, his hand's there. He did this before he got his hand cut off. So that's Luke.
Well, it'd be too much trouble to change the mold to cut the hand off. So
This was... Towards the end, they started doing exclusives. This was a Target exclusive. This is Biggs Darklighter. So he's one of the X-Wing pilots. And then I got Fox Crown. With the buns, which is awesome. Actually, that's more... The other Leia is more Fox Crown, but I love the buns on that one. That's the whole reason I had to get that one. Then I got... And this is the shirtless Darth Maul. There's two Darth Mauls. This is the one that he doesn't have a shirt on. And I think this one's worth more than the other one.
I can't imagine why.
But it's not like they don't have any muscles. They're just like all like these puffy, like almost like voodoo doll shaped kind of things. And then I got Boba Fett. And he comes with his little jetpack on the back. And this one is a PX Previews exclusive. This is the Shadow Stormtrooper. Now, again, these were like $2. In retail, they retailed for $10 to $15 a piece. And then this one is from 2008 San Diego Comic-Con. This is Commander Gree.
I don't even know who that is. I've never even heard of him.
He's one of the guys that led Clone Troopers. I had to look it up what his canon up to. And then when he did the big bag of stuff, which was like over $100 worth of stuff that somebody paid like $20 for, I was whining in the background because
I heard her.
he threw all the lion stuff in. Because I wanted this. It's a little like golf cart. They actually used to drive this around.
Yep, I remember that.
So I wanted that, and the guy was nice enough because I gifted him something, so he gifted it back to me, or this back to me, which that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Jetman said they had the boba of those other things.
Then I got this, which is Han Solo on card. The card's in pretty good condition, and then I really, really, really like these. This is Lando again. But it's got one of the movie stills.
Oh, cool.
What year are those figures from?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
These are from 1997 and 1996. I don't know.
So older than the candy.
Older than
The
the
cards are still in good shape. I just knew they weren't from the 70s, so I wasn't sure when they were from.
I have this one too. Let's see.
Can't. Nope.
Come on.
Pull it out.
Focus.
There it goes.
Oh, yeah.
So from one of the films, they cut the little piece out, and so they put one of those stills in on the packages, which I thought was kind of cool.
Back when I was a kid and we would take our film to get it developed, we used to get all our pictures on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mom driving to those like little like shacks in the middle of a parking lot, and you drop your...
You get your regular pictures, and then they would give you all of the negatives, and they look just like that.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Are we all that old? Caitlin's probably
Way
like, what are you
before
talking
you,
about?
Caitlin.
I know what negatives are.
No, we're not
Living
talking
the
about
age
you
of the
being
disposable
negative. We're
camera.
talking about negatives for pictures.
I know. I lived in the age of the disposable camera. I know what it is.
Listen, my neighbors
You?
still use a disposable camera,
There are people who do.
but they're up in they're older people, and so
Yeah.
they don't even own a computer.
Have you seen, like, there's a whole bunch of, like, people on TikTok now going through, like, their parents' and grandparents' house and finding, like, a disposable camera of stuff that's never been developed and trying to find someone to develop it to see what's on there now.
Some places will still develop them,
Yeah.
but it depends on how long you've had it, on if it's
Yeah.
still going to get developed.
The other thing that we did was we got a bunch of
What's up, Brian?
hey, what's going on? We got a bunch of the whatchamacallit, slides from the projectors and the old videotape, the little teeny tiny videotape that everybody used to tape on.
I have a bunch of those. Yeah.
We sent all of those in to a company and they made them digital, which was really cool because I went through the files that we got and there's like my mom and dad before they got married and pictures of them from like going up to Mackinac and they were in matching outfit. I don't know why.
Well, we have the old movie reels that people used to film on and then you could watch. We have a bunch of those that were my grandparents, and we thought about sending them in, but then my mom freaks out. What if something happens? What if they get lost? What if, she starts to freak out about it and she just can't do it. She just can't let them go.
Yeah.
And we were worried about that too, but my cousin had them. We didn't even know that she had them, and which we won't even go there. But when my cousin has more of my father's parents' stuff than my dad does, I have an issue with that. There's some stuff up behind this that was my grandparents that I finally got, but
Sam was saying that they manufactured those film cells. He must have collected those figures back in the day. So he was saying that they manufactured them. That's not necessarily original from the movies.
Oh no, I know that, but like took them from they copied them from the film and
right.
put them in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have the two up there that you gave me, the child and something else. It's up there, and I'm not drinking. I'm just drinking pineapple juice because I had to work in the morning. I'm behaving myself.
Wow.
I know. It doesn't happen very often.
That's a first.
I need to pick Walker up off the floor. I love this.
Her and those damn freaking sports memorabilia on whatnot. Holy shit, dude. This woman back to back.
Who was hitting back to back tonight? Asshat?
Who was? I don't know. I missed that.
Oh, I don't know. Someone who just got two Bears jerseys, including the same one I got. What color was the sweat one?
White.
That's the same color
I always do those stupid, where they'll have numbers and you buy different numbers and then those numbers correspond with the prize. I always win the prizes that I wouldn't keep. I said, I just have the worst luck. This last time I won a big old Batgirl bear brick, and then I won a Batman bear brick. Neither thing I will keep.
Those
are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, those are worth something.
Yeah.
Well,
a Batgirl one, and what is that? That's 300 times size or something?
The Batgirl one, I think, is 400.
Yeah, that's probably like a $300-400 figure.
The Batman is 200. And I think the Batgirl, I looked, she's selling like 150 to 200, and Batman somewhere around there too. But he's smaller, but still, it's Batman. So
yeah, I'm really
not a fan of bear bricks.
What?
Yeah, there was different things, and that's of course 2 different streams I won those on.
Right.
The thing about this sports memorabilia stuff though is it's a big gamble because you either hit or you lose big. Meaning some of these people will just send you a sticker. You might spend $20 on a spot.
Yeah, no, like the ones I play, like they'll send you like a little mini of something, it's sealed, but like bear bricks. If they're doing bear bricks, they'll send you a bear brick mini, which sell for $10 to $15, when you buy them originally. Yeah. Is that what you get?
Yeah, it's from Lucky Duck. You either get a foam football. I have probably 15 footballs, and I don't know, like 8 or 10 of those little mini fingers. he's a super nice guy, and a lot of his shows like go slow. But the one night that I was in there, I hit like 6 times in a row. Like people were pissed.
They were upbidding her, and then she was letting them have it, and then she was like, "Okay, I'll take the next team, whatever." And then, bam, she'd hit it, and they would just, oh yeah.
Yeah, I do that too. When people try to upbid you, I know my limit. I will only pay so much because I know if I don't hit what I'm getting, and so I'm not going to overpay for what I'm getting when it's not worth that.
Well, that happened in one stream yesterday or the day before. This guy he would not let me get in the NFC North. That's the only division I want because it's got the Lions and the Bears in it.
Yeah.
And then if I can't get that, then sometimes I'll do the NFC West because it's got the Seahawks in it. And this guy was just being a douchebag. And anytime I bid on anything, but he would bid me up, but then he would not bid on when other people were bidding. So I knew it was aimed at me. So the guy who was running the show put up a autographed Bears jersey, and it was sitting at the bottom. And I just watched it and watched it and watched it and watched it, and it was trickling down. Well, it was he didn't see it. I clicked $1 more than him, and I took the jersey. I was like,
I do that. I sit there and I watch them click down, and then because if it's not sudden death, then every time you bid, it's going to go back up to 10 seconds. So I always wait till it hits right about that 10. Then I'll make my final, that bid. A lot of times people aren't paying attention. They don't realize they were outbidded, because the seconds didn't change. So it'll go through,
I've hit autograph stuff for $1 because people were not paying attention, which is sad, but I think I paid $4 for a jersey I got off of that Hawaii one, Teresa. That's the Josh Gordon Browns jersey. It's like $100 jersey, and I think I got it for I think it was $4.
Wow. Well, I scored a Lego set yesterday, $150 or $200 Lego set, I think the guy said, and I ended up getting it for like $50.
Which
set? Papa Goss, how are you?
It's a Harry Potter one. It's one I probably won't keep, but that's what I ended up winning.
What's up, Josh? I just lost what I was going to say. Forgot what I was just going to say.
Wow, it's getting to that level of oblivious.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what, not that was dangerous. I usually try to stay, and I had it off my phone, but I reloaded it when Dave did his auction, and then I haven't taken it off again. So randomly, I catch myself going over there and spending money.
I make sure to never touch that app unless I have money to spend.
Yeah,
like it's still dangerous on my phone, but I don't.
Because I could get this for cheap. I could, and it's like, and then I win something I don't even want anyways.
I dropped $100 or $1,000 and won nothing in the sports memorabilia, and I was like, Brandy, look at this. Like, here's sports cards and foam fingers. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit again. And then where are we?
Yeah, but you just hit 2 jerseys. And then I hit the jersey on the next round. I hit whatever that, I don't even remember who that was. I hit some other jersey. So that's what I was gonna ask. All right. So if you guys were me, would you go for,
I knew it.
Would you go for a jersey from each of the 32 teams or a mini helmet from each of the 32 teams?
I would go with the mini helmet because where the hell are you going to display all those jerseys?
Yeah, same.
Oh, I wouldn't display them.
Then why have them?
You're just going to sit them in a box in storage then?
Yeah, it's true. I'm keeping the Kenneth
Walker. You're not
Walker.
going to truly display them. I mean, what's the point of having them? I would go maybe for 1 or 2 jerseys from your team, and there you go. And then I would do the mini helmets for the other thing.
I finally have a Lions mini helmet coming and signed by Jack Campbell, who was a rookie last year. So I finally.
Now, these aren't mini helmets, right?
They're like
this size. Okay. Oh, okay.
The size of a Tubbs figure.
Yeah. Palm size.
Okay.
So this is
they were the mini ones.
Is that a Waddle?
Yes, it is Waddle on the throwback.
Boy. Chris says jersey. I mean, I got a couple jerseys, but.
I think this is like a $100 mini helmet.
I only own 1 jersey.
What?
Yeah, it's from the Philadelphia Souls. You probably don't even know who that is.
Well, I keep going.
They were stadium football.
I keep going in Dad's because he's got a Funko division, and in the Funko division is assigned Alice Cooper Pop. So I've been trying to get it for someone. Oh, hi, Booger. Are you all wrapped up?
Yeah.
I got I just did a video the other day showing off my signed Alice Cooper CD set. I haven't pulled the books out, but yeah, I just have the one Philadelphia Souls.
See, that's sick. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go get my freaking Peyton jersey. I want you to see this. That's so sick.
The Philadelphia Souls jersey.
Yeah, well, my Philadelphia, it's because John Bon Jovi owned the team. That's why.
Hey, David, how are you? Yeah, this one's cool because this is
that's cool though that it has the stuff at the bottom there like that.
Yeah, I asked John if he wanted it because he's Peterson's his dude, and he said no, he's already got a couple of jerseys from Peterson, so he didn't want it. This is a $200 jersey.
You asked who?
The man on the couch.
Oh, the man on the couch.
And because this is a limited edition where they put the stats on the bottom.
Yeah. He's got a lot of stuff though. Did you watch?
I did. I watched that whole video of him going through his collection. That was pretty cool. And actually, I think I don't know. Based on stuff that's happened recently, I'm just kind of over it all. I'm over all of it. Like I didn't get the last Chomp. I didn't get the Godzilla. I didn't get the Blast Ghost face. I haven't bought anything. I think I don't know what I want to do yet. I've been debating sending the Protos back, which is kind of going to break my heart, but at the same time, I've lost all feeling for it. So, I'm just debating. I don't know if
send them back to who,
where I got them from.
I wouldn't.
That's what I said.
You're gonna get rid of them, sell them.
You don't want them, sell them. They'll send them back.
Look at this.
Somebody will buy them.
Look how badass that is.
That's
and then
cool.
It's Players of the Century.
Yeah. Where'd you get that one?
Oh, I bought it off of Fanatics or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, okay. That'd be expensive. Walter Payton. Yeah, see, that's the one thing that Teresa didn't know. Like they're not like super cheap, but they're cheap. Like there's nothing Seahawks on this whatsoever. There's no NFL logo on the neck up here. And like Teresa didn't know that when she got one of her jerseys in, it doesn't have it has no Bears.
You're a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, what the hell, man? You could actually get the patches on eBay or on Amazon if you wanted to and put them on there. These are not authentic jerseys.
Yeah.
They're just jerseys that they've signed. They're still all authenticated.
Oh, that's cool, Chris.
I have an Eagles mini helmet signed by Vince Papale. Oh, very cool.
What was the player's? I'm not a big football fan. What was the player's name? His last name was Ferragamo. What was his first name?
I don't know. Ferragamo. I don't know that one. I have
I can't tell the story unless I know. So hold on.
I have a Travis Etienne in the other room. I have a Bob Greasy, and I have the Josh Gordon jersey over there.
You have a Travis what?
Etienne.
Oh, not a. Oh, never mind.
Not a Kelsey.
Not a Kelsey.
I have a mini helmet, a Hall of Fame mini helmet of Devin Hester. That's it.
Well, I sold the CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Because I kind of felt dirty having a Ohio State jersey or mini helmet. I sold the full-size Dak Prescott. I still have one Bears helmet, a mini helmet, DeAndre Swift. And then I have a Calvin Ridley mini helmet. Oh, I just got a sick Texans one. It's the chrome red. I forget who the player is, though.
So I got another blue one and another white one today.
Yeah, because you're a dick.
Okay, so the guy's name is Vince Ferragamo. He used to play for the Los Angeles Rams, the Buffalo Bills, and the Green Bay Packers. Last time he played was back in '86. But his brother, Chris Ferragamo, was the football coach at my high school because they both actually attended my high school. Not when I was there prior to me, but when I was there, he was the coach. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so they had him. He showed up a lot of times to talk to our football teams.
Caitlin, am I allowed to show one thing I got in my swap box? Because someone is on here that can give me a little more information about the one thing in here.
Go for it.
Who can give you information?
You.
Again?
Yeah, because you know more about this stuff than I do because you actually collect these.
Are we not allowed to show our swap box stuff?
I mean, I wouldn't go through the whole Vic.
Yeah, I'm not going through the whole thing. Oh, but Newell, you're going to be.
If you hold up something and go, what the fuck is this? Sure, go for it.
Oh. You know what?
Oh, that's cute.
Well, all I want to know is, I'm not going to reveal who sent my box to me, but this was really cool that they put this in here. But I know that you had some of those guitars that you got
right there.
Yeah, that you got in. So, what can you like? Is this like a Les Paul body? That's what I thought it was.
I think that one is. I don't think I have one. Oh, the only one I have that's like that.
The F and Jets, right, Sam? That's what
is my Alice Cooper one, but yeah, this one is that. But that's
not the same. Is it the same shade?
Oh no, not quite. This is my Alice Cooper one. See, they're pretty close.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, what was so amazing about this, and this is really cool because it combined the music and my Lions, but the detail on these is amazing, and then they actually have metal strings on them. It's not like,
and they really like some of the stuff really turns on them and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a ton of them up here.
Yeah, and Alice Cooper mini guitar. She's a huge Alice Cooper fan, David.
Huge.
Oh, I'm a massive Alice Cooper fan. I'm going in August to see Alice Cooper. It's from a guy in his band. Alice didn't actually play it. But like this is the last one I added to my collection, which is a Beatles one.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
And it comes with a little guitar stand too, which I have.
Yeah, the stand is right there because these ones are on display right here.
I'm putting the stand together.
There's this one, which was from the band Dawkins.
See how these are just friggin' awesome. Like this is the kind of like I like this stuff. Like I think I want to get out of like the mainstream collectibles and do this
one is from Gene Simmons and Kiss.
Oh, that's awesome.
So those are just some of the ones I have right here on display.
Oh, Mama J, I just put this together wrong. I put it together upside down.
Is anyone surprised?
Well,
like I love those mini guitars. I think they're.
Does she know how to read directions?
Yeah.
What directions?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Alice Cooper fan. I'll even show you. Say if you like Alice, I'll show you something else that's cool. This is the CD box set, and if you look right there, there used to be a Tower Records in Hollywood that I met Alice at, and he signed it.
So see that little stand that this goes on too. So it'll stand upright. I think is dope. But that's what I didn't know if that was because I know there's certain body styles, and so I didn't know. I thought that was like a Les Paul body style, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's and I like I said, they have so many. They're they have a lot. I did a whole video series on a bunch of them a while back, but I still collect them. And
that's what I was asking you about. Like in I had asked you about that before. I was like, where did you get those things? Because I thought they were so cool, and I don't think I articulated about this particular, but this is what I was talking about. This size and this, this much detail on them. I thought was, and it comes in a little guitar case, which is awesome. And a little, this is a Woodrow guitar, the Mini North Ender limited collection series, exact replica of the traditional North Ender guitar.
Yeah, they all have like different certain names to them, but no, they all have basic depending on what they are. Like I have the Flying V from Dimebag Darrell over there too, but I bought that one only because my son actually has the full-size Flying V guitar by Dimebag Darrell that he used to play.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then it
In
comes
the video, I show them both off, and they're almost exactly the same except for size.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So-
David, I met Alice twice. Once at Tower Records, and then I went and I watched him get his star in Hollywood with Rob Zombie and Cassandra Peterson.
That's cool.
I met him
Yeah,
once,
probably
but
all
he
three of
pretty
them.
much came up to my boobs.
Huh?
I met him once, but he pretty much came up to my boobs.
He's a little, yeah, he's short, but yeah,
Yeah.
I got to meet him, and like I said, a couple times, and then I talked to Rob Zombie for a few minutes and Cassandra Peterson for a few minutes on that same day. So
I heard Rob Zombie's like really like down to
he
earth.
was extremely nice. You know, sometimes you're amazed by how nice. Yeah, rest in peace. Sometimes you are surprised how nice people are. Like, I don't know if you know who Sam Kinison is. He's always screaming, and I mean, he's passed away now, but always screaming and yelling. I'm going to tell you, he was one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Most of the time, that's the way it is. When they come across with that very loud, like obnoxious kind of persona, and then you get to.
Well,
like,
he used to be a
talk to
preacher
him.
or something prior to being a comedian, and then getting involved in the '80s rock. So
you know who I thought was an absolute douchebag in person? And
Ricky Sambora. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Whitney Houston.
Really?
Yeah. So my mom and I we went down for something in downtown Detroit, and she was in town. I think had a concert or something, and we were in the restaurant in the hotel. And there were probably 8 or 10 tables. She made sure that everyone in that restaurant knew that she was there. She was making cackling loud, talking loud. Like there was no need for it. It's like a quieter kind of a chill restaurant. But
see, I wouldn't have expected that from her. I would have expected something different from her.
Well, that was not very long before she passed away.
Well, she might have been on drugs at the time, unfortunately.
Might have.
Yeah.
Yeah. David, I met Sam Kinison when I was in the Bon Jovi video because he's at the beginning of it on the extended version.
And Mama J was in that video.
Yeah, I mean, especially at the very beginning when the extended version was Sam Kinison, you can see me and my friends. But yeah, I just I'm gonna tell you, biggest douche that Bon Jovi video. All the guys from Bon Jovi were amazing because I got to meet them all because we went early, so we got to go inside and meet them. And like even in the home video, there's a part where David's talking, the keyboard player, and we're standing right next to him. But I'm gonna tell you, out of all 5 guys, Richie Sambora is a douche.
I could see that.
And you know what? I never. People were upset when he left the band. I didn't care. See ya. Bye bye. I've never been a Richie Sambora fan. As big a Bon Jovi fan as I am, never been a Richie Sambora fan.
I've been listening to a book by Chris Jericho, who's a wrestler, but he also is in a band called Fozzy. And he was talking about when he hosted the Heavy Metal Awards. I don't know what they're called, Golden Gods or something awards.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
He was talking about how cool Slash was, like, and if Slash actually likes you because he'll talk to you with his sunglasses off. Who's that?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Yep, 100% he was.
Sorry.
Where I work, I deal with celebrity musicians all the time. Most of them are awesome, but I've had a couple that were pure assholes. Yeah, Chris, there's some that are.
I've met a lot of people, and some people have been really nice. And John Stamos, I felt he was rude, But then you meet other people. I mean, John Stamos was rude more than once. I've met him more than once, and I met him one time where I actually talked to him, but I seen him multiple times because he used to play on General Hospital as Blackie Lawless, and Rick Springfield was on General Hospital as Dr. Noah Drake. So they're friends. So he would show up at a lot of Rick's concerts, and that's where I would see him. The one time I talked to him, he was sitting like 3 rows behind me, and I just felt he was very rude. And then another time during a different concert, Rick has a slow song about his dad passing away, and John got up and started walking, John Stamos started walking through the crowd, which gets girls' attentions, right? Back, at that time he was big. And so it was causing a ruckus. Well, Rick was trying to play this song, and I just thought it was really rude.
Absolutely.
You know.
You know who else was? It kind of broke my heart because back in the 80s, Gleaming the Cube, I loved that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Christian Slater also, one of my favorite movies is Bed of Roses with Christian Slater in it. And he was here filming a movie. This is back when Michigan had it where they got big tax breaks and stuff for filming. And my mom and I actually sat in my office, which that building burned down a couple years ago, well after I worked there. And we were we got dinner and we were sitting in the window watching them because they swapped out all the modern cars for like 1970s cars and watched them filming Christian Slater coming out of this Lidl drugstore.
Uh-huh.
And we went down to the Roast, which is Michael Simon's restaurant in downtown Detroit. And we were sitting we always got the glass room off to the side because we usually took Nolan. You wonder why my nephew likes escargot and stuff is because since he was a baby, he's gone to fancy restaurants like steakhouses and stuff. Like the kids, been exposed to good food.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there and I looked over and I knew that the chick sitting on Christian Slater's lap was not his wife. And she was all over his junk. And I was like, dude, like in the age where everybody's got cell phones, why would you even risk getting caught? Maybe she doesn't care. I don't know. But I knew that wasn't his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, sometimes it's very devastating, especially if you're a big fan. Yeah, Rick Springfield. I have a cat named Noah, and he's named after Dr. Noah Drake, who Rick Springfield played. And I've met Rick at least a half a dozen times. I've been to CD release parties. We went to a birthday party thing in Vegas. Yeah, I've been a Rick fan and my mother's a huge Rick fan. So,
and Chris, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but it was just disappointing and disheartening to me that one of the best romance movies that I've ever seen, which is Bed of Roses, like I thought he was a moral human being, and I took that for granted. And when I saw this chick sitting on his lap and like grinding on his and making out with him and stuff, right in the hotel lobby, which was right outside this glass wall that we were sitting by. And my mom could just see, she said something to me. She's like, because you could just see my face drop. Like, I cannot believe you're doing this right now. It's like that bubble gets burst. You think that they're all up on a pedestal.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And for the Beach Boys, my uncle was friends with Dennis Wilson. He also knew Charlie Manson, but but he passed away years and years ago. But yeah, he was friends with both of them.
Oh, look at that, Mama J.
Oh, Snoop. I love Snoop.
I got a flock Snoop just recently from Funko HQ.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. The 15,000 piece or whatever.
Locked?
Yeah, you want to go see?
Yeah, his jacket and stuff is
Oh, I was about to say, please don't tell me that they tried to do his hair flocked.
No, I think it's just. I don't think it's his hair. I think it's just his jacket and his outfit.
I was like,
Snoop's from Inglewood, which is like, I could probably drive to Inglewood in like 10, 15 minutes. So.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Eminem is selling his house that's not far from me. He's actually moved into Clinton Township, which is not a city I would think that he lived in, but there's this gated community there. And it's an over 4,000 square foot house, but I don't know why he's giving up the one that's out here, because that was off like a private road. Umpty!
He said howdy everyone and Caitlin.
Yeah,
That's
Caitlin. Caitlin, the one that encourages
my name
people
with
to put Christmas
Brandy,
out.
then you got it right.
But yeah, no, I've met a lot of people. I've always said that. I've met a lot of people throughout time, some great, some not. Vince Neil was okay. Tommy Lee was great. So.
But how do you talk to Tommy Lee and not just stare at his crotch the whole time?
Because Tommy Lee came in, I don't know. My best friend had gotten in a fight with Cherie, who was Vince Neil's girlfriend. at this Rock and Jock baseball game, and they were going to make us leave. And Tommy Lee walked over and said, they come every year. You can't make them leave. So let them stay and there'll be no more fights. And he said, promise. And we both said promise. And the other girl said promise. And so we got to stay. Yeah.
My dad had a part-time job at a pizzeria in the early 90s. He delivers to Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston at their house in Jersey. He said Bobby answered the door and he got a $100 tip.
Well, he was cheap, huh?
For real.
All right. I'll show you some of the stuff that I got while I was up there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cute.
So
That Chuck.
no, it's
Looks
Webley.
like Chuck, don't it?
It's Webley.
Yeah.
I know. It just looks like
yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah. So Aqua Socks. So I was just up there for the baseball game. If you guys don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I got one of those sodas a long time ago. I still have the cards somewhere.
Yeah, I got the common. When you could order the T-shirt and stuff.
So this is new. This is this year's. So,
Yeah, the one I had was from before.
yeah. So same model as last year's
Lawrence
or
Taylor.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
These are both commons.
Those are both commons?
What does the Chase have?
Yeah, what does the Chase have?
These are both the commons. Hold on.
I didn't realize.
Never mind. She must have them. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Just give her
Just
time.
wait. Just wait.
I don't know who I thought I was talking to.
I know,
Jeff
right?
Van said the biggest dick he ever met was Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. I was reading that.
LT comes off like he's gonna be a dick.
So I have a lot of commons. So hold on. That's not a Webley. That's not a Webley. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So here's this year's Chase. So here's this year's Chase, and then here is
Well, what's
the
the
last-
difference?
the last time that
The
they.
uniform
The
change.
jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
here's this year's. So here's this year's common.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the outfit.
So it's kind of like when Donald Duck in the Three Caballeros.
What is that?
there's
Like
different
a
ones.
at-home outfit and an away outfit or something?
Yeah. So here's 1 year's that they did, and then here's this year's that they did.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that the white and the gray were both this year's commons.
No.
So you've got all four of their jerseys basically.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. It's cute mascot. It's a very cute mascot.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is this year's. It says 2024 on it, or 24 on it. So the other one doesn't say anything. So.
And what's the piece count on that?
Well, I mean, depends, because the kids. I have a lot of empty cans because the kids just took the figures and left the cans, right? So supposedly there's 4,000, but
But it's not that high because those kids will destroy them and they'll never be on the market. So
right, and then the piece count for the Chase.
yeah.
Six.
See. And if the kids got the Chase, they still threw the can away probably, and they're playing with the damn thing.
Well, most of them have no idea what that means.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
But the other problem with that is that they didn't pass out all of them, so there's still tons of them at the stadium.
Really?
So yeah,
What's going to be done with them? They're going to put them up on Funko or something?
I don't know. This is
They'll end up at Five Below.
the wrong one.
Probably.
So here's the
He
blocked
flocked.
one.
He's flocked.
So I'll take them out.
I'm with Brandy. I didn't know this existed.
I don't know if I'll keep them or not. So.
I'm thinking
I
about
actually
getting the
think
Christmas.
Snoop on the Stoop. I always have looked at him every year. Instead of Elf on a Shelf. They got Snoop on the Stoop.
All right.
Well, now they're going to do him as a Funko, and I'm like, I might want the Funko instead.
So his hat and his coat.
Yeah, his hat,
His
his
block.
hat and his coat.
That's cool. That's definitely cool.
Yeah.
I love Snoop Dogg. I love when he gets
you
doing sports.
He does. He like some of the teams around here. Not right where I'm at, but like down in Long Beach and stuff. he pays for all their uniforms, all their, he donates to a lot of football teams around here. He did that movie. Did you ever see that movie that he did where he played the guy who had, I don't know, he ended up having to coach a football team of little kids. I can't even remember the name of it now.
It came out last year, I think.
Yeah, it was basically based on what, I mean, like he doesn't do the coaching, but he really has sponsored a lot of the little kid football teams that can't, in the lower income areas.
And that's because his kids played too, right?
Well, they're all adults now, but I think his boys did play. Yeah. But he, he talks about when he, because he came from low income. So, he likes to help out the low income, the lower areas, which is nice, Kids get to play sports.
So then here's something else I picked up.
Hiking Freddy?
Freddy.
But it's an HQ exclusive, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Pick that one up. And then, so another thing is, so at the entrance of the games, there was people there that had like tons of commons and stuff sitting out. And so they would trade the sealed Webleys for a common of your choice, which really kind of sucked. So like, kids were switching for a Donald Duck and giving, a flipper a sealed Webley, or they were flipping for, a Jim Halpert.
Because they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah. Well, these all got left, so I picked them up after the game, so that's why I have them now. But the
kids don't know. They'll take a lot of little kids would rather have Shrek or, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they're going to play with them. So, yeah, if they're sealed, they'll be like, yeah, I'll trade you. I don't care.
Right. Exactly. So there's Shrek.
And they got all that shit for $5 at Five Below.
Right. Yeah.
Or the mystery sodas.
I will say I went to my Five Below and TJ Maxx. They're both in the same like shopping complex. Neither one of them had sodas.
Mine hasn't had sodas at all.
Nope.
The one in Jonesboro doesn't. The one in Paragould has a bunch of them.
I've gone to both of the close. I mean, I have some that are a little further, but both of them that are within like 10, 15 minutes opposite ways. Neither one of them have had sodas. And my TJ Maxx and stuff, they never have anything.
Mine just recently started getting Loungefly products in, like just a very few select
Loungefly products. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute. So, they get Loungefly stuff for cheap. That's why you'll see a lot of Loungefly things on Whatnot, because they bought them cheap and now they're doing their games and auctioning them off.
Did y'all see the Hercules bag my dumbass picked up at TJ Maxx?
No.
Hang on, let me go grab it. Hang on, it's it.
That it?
You're on mute.
Sam, are you still in here? I don't know. No. All right. I am hoarding Webleys too, Auntie. Got lots of them. It's okay.
And she's hoarding the empty cans.
Yes. Yes. I have a few empty cans, believe it or not. So
what do you do with the empty cans?
Well, so I know this sounds dumb, but I grabbed them, and just because, like some of them get trashed, some of them get ruined. If you could find the figure, then you can buy the figure, and then I have the can to give you or whatever. So,
but not only that, but like if your can, like many years, I don't know when they did the Alice in Wonderland black light ones. I had bought all 4. But my Cheshire, the bottom of the can looked rusted, looked like it was old or sitting something. Yeah. And so if you have another can, you can pop the bottom and top off and reuse those to make another can look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet. So here, I don't know if you collect cards, but I happen to have Zach Wilson rookie and Breece Hall rookie. And these are obviously refractors or whatever, but
I have like 1 or 2 like baseball graded cards.
Is that something that
Seth sent me in a swap box years ago, and I still have them. So
you got both of these? All right, there you go. I have graded cards. Look at these. I don't know why anybody graded these. I did not get these graded
Oh,
myself.
those are the worst cards in the world.
I have not opened one of those. My understanding is you can actually get a redeemable in there.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not see the Captain America? They already showed off the redeemable.
Yeah, that's an image of it, but I heard there was different ones coming out. So
they were hoping there were supposed to be different ones, but I don't think that ever happened.
No, they haven't announced it. Yeah.
But I did videos where I took those Funko cards and I compared them to the Ushi cards by DC and showed how much better the Ushi cards were with the DC characters than those damn Funko cards with the Marvel characters. The Ushi ones were the graphics, everything on them are so much better.
I have tons of graded cards. I've actually been selling a lot of them on eBay. So
I don't have any. I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. I like opening the packs that I get. Like if you lose in the sportsman thing, you get the packs. I have fun opening those because there's like some of the guys like the older school 90s, 91. Those Lions I knew personally because they worked out at the gym where my mom taught aerobics and I worked in like in the back accounting office and daycare and stuff like that. So like Antonio London and I'm trying to think who else was in there. Luther Ellis, so his son Caden is now on the Atlanta Falcons. He played for the Saints for a while. I changed Caden's diapers, and now he's an NFL player.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, you can take me off the big screen. I don't need to be highlighted.
I like looking at you on the big screen.
You kept.
Now you're the only one on the screen. Oh,
yeah.
You kept showing stuff, so I didn't know if the.
Well, look at my dumbass move.
Oh,
so this was $30, and I got this like at the end of May, right? But I didn't notice it says "as is" on it.
Oh, I
just saw the clearance tag.
So what's
See
wrong?
The box cutter.
Oh,
all the way up.
Damn.
And then literally last week I went in again and they had the same bag, perfectly fine for just $10 more.
I would buy it and then I'd return this one.
You can't return the as is stuff, unfortunately.
Take the tag off, put the tag on from the other one and return it like that.
But I was like, honestly, even if I had noticed this, I probably still would have bought it for the $30 just to have.
Can't you buy something to put there to hold it together so it doesn't become worse?
I've thought about it, but I don't know how well it would look. I think for right now, I'm just gonna try to put together a Loungefly display in the next few months. So
you just hide that part.
Exactly.
Brandy, have I shown? I'm gonna show off a little bit because Caitlin. I just noticed Caitlin's slabs. Have I shown you guys my slab wall yet?
No.
Oh God.
And it's okay. I'm gonna switch rooms. I'll be back.
I only have 4 slabs, and all 4 of them came from Fox. Well, 4 slabs I'm keeping. I have other ones that are for giveaways, but I have 4 slabs, and they all came from Fox. 3 Wonder Womans and 1 X-Man.
Well, the first one there is the only one I've bought. All the others came from swap boxes. Yes, I'm from Brandy.
No,
one of them.
That was from Marlene. I just
true. It was Marlene.
I think one of the ones that
I
think one of the ones that's sitting over here, I think came from Brandy in Spectre's box last year.
Yep. Yeah, that was one of those blind ones where you had to pack the box before you knew who you got.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So, and I just got more slabs in, so I have to hang those up. But.
So how much does it cost to send a book off and have it slabbed? I'm just curious.
I mean, depends. If you want to get it cleaned and stuff first, then it's going to cost you like $25 to $40. So.
That's it?
Yeah, to have it pressed, cleaned, and graded. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was way more than that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it depends because, like, I mean, I think I got a $50 book, paid like $35 for press and clean and submission, and turned around and sold it for like $280.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
I have several that I would like to get graded because I know it would go up in value.
have you seen the new
But
soft?
they're my grails, and I don't want to let them out of my possession.
Have you seen the new soft ones? The new soft cases that you can put them in to protect them more?
No.
Yeah, so they have like, it's a, I don't know, it's like a pot protector, but it's for a comic book that you can put in there, and it'll actually seal it and stuff, and protect it more, and then you can also hang them, and that kind of thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah, because Spectre just got a limited comic from Fox, and it's Dragon Ball and One Piece, both on the cover. It's like a mashup, and so and it's like a Virgin cover. So I want it to be protected because, I don't know if it'll ever be worth anything, but for him, that's his very first favorite anime to his all-time favorite anime, are both matched up on there. So
yeah,
there you go.
I have the first appearance of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl in comic.
Yep.
I have the first Wonder Woman comic made by George Perez. I have a George Perez signed comic book from Wonder Woman.
So do I.
I have a lot that could get, a major value boost if I graded them.
Did we lose her?
Who?
Or am I?
we're all
fine. We're all good.
Are you not good?
Yeah, no, I keep it. It spun Caitlin out. That's why I was like, what?
Oh no, she's right there.
So
Fine.
That's cool.
What did you say? What did you say? Your Wonder Woman and what?
I have the first appearance of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon Batgirl. I have the number 1 George Perez Wonder Woman. I have a signed George Perez Wonder Woman. I forget what number it is. But there's a lot of them that I have that would go up in value if I just got them graded.
Yeah.
Like the Batgirl, I dropped $300 on about 10 years ago, so there's probably no telling how much it's worth now.
It's probably $2,000. It's probably a $2,000. If you got it graded, it would probably be a $2,000.
And it's hanging on the wall.
Really?
Right there.
Wow.
Barbara Gordon's one of the most popular DC characters. Period.
Yeah, you see,
Come here.
first appearance of Catwoman in Silver Age, right here.
No.
And then there's up above it.
What's the grade on that?
It's a 5.5. First appearance of Power Girl right there, up on the top there.
I love watching Mama J go through and trying to decide what she's going to keep and not keep. I get up in the morning and I have to wake up a little bit. I always set my alarm 3 hours before I have to leave to go to my appointment so that I can wake up for a little bit, have my coffee and stuff. And so I turn on Mama J's videos from the previous day and I watch them in the next morning. And she goes through her little comic books and she's like, "What do you think about this?" And I'm sitting there talking to you like I am talking to you right now. And I'm like, "I think you should keep that." Or no, I would get rid of that one too. I'm having a conversation with you. The dog's looking at me like, "Who are you talking to?"
I've done that with things I've watched. I'm like, "What are you doing?" Or something like that.
Yeah.
They'll ask a question, I'll answer, and I'll be like, "Okay." But yeah, I went through them. I mean, all the videos are finally filmed, but there's still 3 more, I think, to drop or something. I filmed them so far in advance.
Be careful.
Do you see this one? Do you see? I don't know if it can you see that one right there? Oh, how am I going to do that? Right next to my head, right? Just imagine Stanley Wonder Woman. What's that?
That's actually a really cool looking one.
Signed by Stanley.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm glad you don't like to brag or nothing.
Hey, I'm not bragging. I was just showing it off to you, because I know that you're a Wonder Woman fan too. So yes. I'm not bragging. I promise.
Well, I have a comic for Caitlin. It'll be in the box that I'm doing, but and she already knows. She's already seen it. But it's a Dolly Parton comic, but she's standing like the Wonder Woman comic on the one. So it's actually really cool looking.
Yeah, I'm getting that one framed. It's going in the background somewhere.
Yeah, I have it. I just haven't sent it yet. I'm really bad about sending the comic.
I mean, you're both, Dolly Parton and Wonder Woman. Have you seen the new Harley Quinn covers with her as a cowgirl?
No.
Yes.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Oh, God.
You just do what Umpy said, Mama J. I always try to decide if it's a keeper before she says so. It's pretty easy though.
It is, because usually if it's Wonder Woman or anything music, it's a yes, and there's only been a few other yeses in there. Most of them are got to go because I just need to weed out so I can have more room to get what I want. I had 3 boxes in there, and I'm down to like 1.5 boxes once I get rid of all the ones that are not keepers. So I almost limited half, like 50% of what I had. Spectre's been doing that too. He's gone through so many of his pop, but they're all anime pops. So, but they're selling. I list them and they sell. People buy anime pops. So, but he's not getting rid of all of them. He's only getting rid of certain ones.
The more I look at my Funko collection, the more I'm like, I need to get rid of these.
Yes, Umpty. Yeah, I got rid of a lot of Funkos. I'm down to probably, I know for a fact it's under 200. And that also includes all of the customs I have. And which is, I have all those Care Bear customs. And then I have a lot of customs I've bought off like charity auctions and stuff. So yeah, I just,
I'm not as good as you. I have 578 according to my spreadsheet.
And that's not, I'm not counting the ones I'm selling. I'm not counting, but just for my keepers. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm down to. I mean, I sold a lot at the garage sale. Like I was selling like under $10 pops at $3 a piece or 6 for $12.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And then all my extra common sodas that I had, I was doing those $3 a piece or 6 for $12.
Yeah.
I have another con coming up. It's the last weekend of this month. I'm gonna see how well that one does before I decide to severely discount the Funko part, because the non-Funko stuff that I'm selling at sticker price, if not a little bit under of what I put on it. But the Funkos, last con I went to, they barely moved at all. You know what I mean? And that was a convention where everyone was doing poorly. Very few people made money on that con. I was lucky to be in the green after that one.
It's a tapestry.
So we're gonna see.
It's just a tapestry. There's a green screen under it, and I hate the green screen. So I just have the tapestry over it. Yeah. And ironically, if you want the truth, this tapestry came from Temu.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So you guys gonna?
Because I have to buy it big enough to cover the green screen, so I didn't want to pay a lot for it. Yeah, so it's just attached to the green screen I put behind me.
So you two West Coasters, are you guys gonna watch fireworks tonight, or are you just gonna chill?
Oh no, they're already shooting them off. I don't do fireworks.
Yeah, they've already shot them. They're shooting them off. Yeah. I won't go anywhere. My neighbors like to do it. So.
Yeah, if I step outside, I can watch, but I have no interest in. Spectre's never had a real interest. I used to try to, be like, oh, let's watch fireworks when he was little. And,
my mom,
because he had burned his hands when he was 5 on fireworks.
Yeah.
He just never had, stupid, those popper things you throw on the ground, they pop.
Yeah.
One of the little kids had them, and he gave them to some of the other little kids, and they don't know what they were. He was like 5, and they're all going like that, and he burned his hands. And ever since then, he's never really had an interest.
My mom, when I was a kid, I used to beg to go see fireworks, and my aunt was shooting them off one 4th of July. I was like, and we were over at her house for the party, and I'm like, can we please stay to do the fireworks? And she's like, no, they're dangerous, so we're going. This 4th of July, literally, we were out today, and she's like, we should go see that fireworks celebration. I'm like, I'm 30, now you want to go see them?
Yeah, because you're growing.
Yeah, she doesn't have to worry about you getting hurt.
She only wanted to go. We didn't go, but she only wanted to go to get out of the house. That's the only reason she wanted to go.
Well, that's fair.
They stopped here because it's 11:30, so they finally stopped.
Oh, they won't stop here till midnight.
No, it'll be like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it'll be at least midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
My
heard
little cat, the younger one, Vicious, she just came out here and she was tapping my arm, and I reached down to pick her up, and they shot a firework off, and she's gone again. You know, Noah. I won't see Noah till in the morning. He won't come out at all.
Oh, really? Under the bed or what?
He's under the bed, yeah. And usually he doesn't leave my side. He's like, I always say I'm his emotional support person because everywhere I go, he goes. Like if I'm sitting here at the computer, he's asleep at my feet. If I'm on the couch, he's either on the couch or sitting down at the right where my feet are, or in his bed that's by the where I sit. And but yeah, last night he came out about 2 a.m. because they were shooting him off last night too. And then I don't know. I figure I'll see him either in the middle of the night or in the morning. Because he won't come out.
She finally went back in my room and got in her bed. Yeah. She was in here before you guys came on. She had been in here. And stupidly, like I said, I didn't think she could really hear that much anymore. And when I took her outside, and then it was just like, and the ears went pinned back to her head, and she's over just shaking. And so I brought her back in, and I put a pee pad down because I knew she's going to have to potty.
Yeah.
But she won't go outside. But she's finally gone back in my room and laid down now. So because they stopped.
Yeah, David, fireworks are legal here too. They start putting the stands up around into June, and they can't sell them though till July 1st. They're not allowed to start selling before July 1st. Not all the cities around here allow fireworks, but the city I'm in does.
Yeah, I'm more like David, where like they start selling weeks ago.
Yeah, it's against the law. They're not allowed to start selling before July 1st.
They're not shooting them off, but they do.
So I used to take David's saying that his dog's not afraid of fireworks, and I said my dog not so much either, because like I used to take him to the fireworks. Like we have a football or baseball stadium right down the road, and they would have fireworks shows and stuff every home game or whatever during the summer. And so I would actually literally load the dogs in the car and take them to the fireworks show just so that way they could get used to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea why. She was the same way with thunderstorms, so she can't hear the thunderstorms, and so like if I know who's exploding now,
that's outside here. They're going off. It's like, but you can also like we have parks and stuff like that we can hear and stuff too. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. She didn't like thunderstorms either, and I have no idea what happened to her before I got her. I mean, she was 6 when I got her, so who knows what she was put through before that.
They can sell fireworks till July 10th, wherever he's at. No, I hear that July 4th, that's it. They can't sell fireworks tomorrow. It's illegal.
You know what?
I don't know what our laws are.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But then again, the question is, do you guys have aerials? So, like you can buy fireworks, like Auntie says, you can buy here fireworks year round. Are they just the fountains or are they the aerials?
We can buy some fireworks at certain, like those stupid pop things or little, but actual fireworks, yeah, no, it has to July 1st to the 4th.
I have no idea what the laws are around here for them, but I know both of our neighbors on both sides of us are veterans. So every time there's, any sort of patriotic holiday, they are shooting fireworks off for 2 weeks. 1 week before the holiday and a week afterwards.
Yeah, my rudest neighbors have been shooting them off during the day for the last week. So
I remember when we were kids, like they would go across the border to South Carolina because they were like the more illegal in North Carolina fireworks were there. And they had like real Roman candles and all that kind of stuff back when we were kids. Like the fireworks when we were kids were awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're in the Ozarks? That's not too far from me. A couple hours drive.
Well, I remember as a kid, my parents always, I don't know where my dad got them, but he always had bottle rockets and, all the illegal fireworks back then, but. Honestly, I wish they would just outlaw fireworks, period. That's my perception.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing, Umpty, is the fireworks are legal in Indiana, but you guys got to come up to Michigan and get the weed. They have like I don't know 5 or 6 dispensaries, and you start seeing
it legal in Michigan now.
It's legal in Michigan, yeah. It's been legal for a while.
It's legal here where I'm at, so
yeah.
But we can get weed here in Jonesboro, but we can't get alcohol.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But there's 2. I don't know about you guys, but we have 2 different types of shops. We have the legalized shops, and then we have what they call the illegal shops. Now, the illegal shops, is what it is The legal shops are usually, they have a license through something, and when you go there, you have to pay 30% tax. 30% tax.
That's
Okay.
ridiculous.
At the illegal shops, the stuff sells for the same price and there's no tax. Not only that, but at the legal shops, their edibles are maxed out at 100. You can't buy more than 100 milligrams at a time. At the illegal shops, they sell stuff that's 2,000 milligrams, 2,500 milligrams. So it just depends. Back in the day, they used to grow their own weed here too before it became legal. So I mean, like the illegal shops, they keep trying to shut them down. Like they'll go in, shut them down, they'll reopen somewhere else.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's very profitable. But there's a huge dispo not too far from here, like a mile and a half from me, like huge building.
Yeah, they just opened a huge one by us. It's called our neighborhood dispensary.
That's crazy.
But it's everywhere now. I mean, you can even get like the CBD vape pens in like normal smoke shops and stuff.
On some of them, but if it's CBD, certain things you can buy elsewhere. But I will tell you, and I don't know about the other states. I don't know if Michigan has allowed it or yet. But our dispensaries, they can now sell mushrooms.
Really? Which I
don't understand. I mean, I get them legalizing pot because pot doesn't make you crazy. I don't care what you say. Pot doesn't make you crazy. Pot doesn't cause you to go out and kill somebody. Pot doesn't cause you to get in your car and drive and kill somebody. If you're in your car, you're sitting at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green, which is never going to happen. Okay. So, there's all, but mushrooms, you hallucinate. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different thing. And so I'm just quite amazed that they've legalized mushrooms.
I have never done mushrooms either. My roommate.
I've done a lot of things, but I've never done mushrooms.
I've never done anything worse than
I don't want to hallucinate or watch my face melt off.
No. I've never touched anything worse than weed.
Oh no, I've done other stuff. But like I said, I just know with mushrooms, they tell you don't look in a mirror because if you look in the mirror, you see your face. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to be part of that.
Umpty's a good boy. He's never done anything illegal.
And I'm always amazed when I meet somebody like that. Even though my son's one of those people, I'm still always amazed when I meet people like that.
I'm one of those people.
I smoked pot at 13.
When you meet people like what?
But I was in the 80s,
like,
so
Caitlin and Umpty, they've never done anything illegal at all. They've never like smoked weed or tried anything that they shouldn't be trying.
I've never tried.
I've never done mushrooms, which are now legal, but I don't. There's just something about it. It makes me too nervous to think about what happens when you do mushrooms.
And Caitlin, you didn't drink before you were 21?
Who, Caitlin?
Yeah, Caitlin, you didn't drink before you were 21?
No. I didn't drink when I was 21.
You know what?
Was 28 when I had my first drink.
He had sips, like tastes of things before he was 21, but he never really drank. Listen, my son's a nerd. He runs with nerds. They don't do things that are bad.
I did.
And the first time I ever took a sip, I was at a restaurant.
Caitlin's a nerd. She doesn't do things that are bad.
And she ordered a vodka tonic, and she gave me a sip of it. That was my first time with alcohol.
Ew.
And I've never been drunk. Okay? The only drink I've ever finished is those seltzers.
Listen, I remember when Spectre turned 21. I was at the bar with a friend of mine, and it wasn't the day he turned. It was like a day or two after. And he came to pick me up, right? And he walks in and he sits down, and they ask him what he wants to drink. And he sits there and he goes, he took some, I don't even remember what he ordered. And he said, and then they walked away, and he looked at me and he goes, man, my first time in a bar and they don't even card me. I said, because you came into a bar that I'm in all the time, so they know me here. So, because that was the only bar we would go to because they had karaoke.
Umpty said most people don't believe him. Popping in. Hey, how are you? Most people don't listen, but-
Crap.
Well, that sounds like it's right outside your door.
Sounds like gunfire.
Can you imagine Umpty, like if he smoked a joint? Like he's so chill in real life. Like if he smoked weed, and we'd like be like moving like a sloth. Because he's so cool, like chill. But can you imagine him if he? But here's the worst part though, Umpty, is you probably get the munchies really bad.
Well, but you get the munchies based on what you smoke.
True.
If you smoke indica, sativa, or hybrid, it depends on what you smoke. It's going crazy out there right now. It's just going crazy. Even
we got cheap stuff when I was in college, and you know that we always ended up at the 7-Eleven. But I had a friend who, hey Ryan, how are you? I had a friend who was the typical like California blonde, and so she just tugged down the t-shirt a little bit, walk in there, and we got anything like burritos, chips, Twinkies, pop, anything we wanted, $3.
Well, see, there you go. You know, but you know, back in the day too, when you used to smoke weed and you had to buy it from a dealer of some sort, you didn't always know what you were getting. A lot of times you could end up with just dirt weed, but sometimes it was good, you know.
Absolutely.
Now you go and it's like shopping at the grocery store. What do you want? You know.
All right, kids. Well, it's 11:30 here, and I have to work in the morning. But I just thought we'd do a little quick hangout and say hi to everybody. For those that are not a fireworks person or weren't out for the night, and
yeah, I've done 2 lives now tonight. So
today,
yeah, because I had my one with Bearded Barbarian and Chase's Kingdom, and
it is Thursday. I didn't even realize it was Thursday.
Yeah, Ray's Chaos, Chase's Kingdom, and Bearded Barbarian, and then I got off there. Literally, just got off there, put the screen away. Was doing something, and then I looked and I went, oh, and then I said, oh, okay, well, I said, let me put the screen back up.
I get so competitive in the car when I'm listening to you guys. Like when I'm driving, I have it playing through
the game, yeah.
And I'm listening, and I'm like answering the questions, and I'm like, damn.
Well, we played both games tonight. The first half of the show, we did the 80s game that I have here.
Yeah,
and the 3 of them played, and Ray's won. And then the second half of the show, Ray's has a game called Shit for Brains, which is trivia also. And we played that one, and then I won that one. So
nice.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever caught your guys' show, but it's not. I'm not on YouTube a lot anymore. So
yeah,
same.
Yeah, well, it's Bearded Barbarian and Chase's show. I just usually show up. Usually he'll send me a message. You know.
Oh, usually I'm working, so like I catch it and like listen to it in the car on my way home. But today I didn't realize what day it was. I thought today was Wednesday.
Yeah.
It threw me off, and I knew I have to work tomorrow, and I knew tomorrow that I have Friday appointments, but for some reason in my head it was stuck that it was Wednesday.
She's all completely oblivious. Completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, everybody enjoy the rest of your 4th.
Yes, happy 4th, guys.
Happy 4th of July to everybody. And like I said, if this video gets more, how many views did I say? 50?
30.
Okay, more than 30 views. I have 30-year-old space food. There's 2 different.
They're your friends.
So I will eat that on the next live. I said I would put it in my mouth. I'm not saying I will swallow it because I might get like botulism or some sort of.
Oh my god!
We'll give it the old college try.
Yeah, I think you've eaten worse things than that. So hush.
Yes.
All right. If it gets more than 50, I'll open up that Lionel little lunchbox and I'll put one of those butterscotch candies in my mouth.
They're probably
safer.
They probably evolved
now. Right? Why don't you just do it now?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It'll have to be where I don't have to like go somewhere the next day in case I like crap my pants. So.
Oh my gosh.
She craps her pants.
She's just chicken, y'all. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's incentive.
I know.
So yeah, if we get more than 30 views, I'll eat the 30-year-old space food, and if we get more than 50, then I'll open up that 1998 butterscotch candy lunchbox and put one of those in my mouth.
Challenge accepted, Ryan said.
50 views. Let's go, guys.
Ryan's gonna like watch for like 2 minutes, get out of there.
I'm
and then
gonna
go back
watch and then leave, watch and then leave, watch and then leave.
Yeah. I mean,
all.
you said it.
I did. I put the challenge out, and we'll see what happens. All right, everybody. I'm gonna end this. Say goodbye to the ladies, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
everybody.